Squid fishing is a common activity in many coastal regions, especially in European countries with long shorelines such as Norway, Iceland, and nations around the Mediterranean. Squid typically inhabit deep waters with high salinity and clear visibility. As a result, fishing for squid requires experienced fishermen and the use of appropriate fishing equipment. The most common method today is using light to attract squid. At night, fishermen use small boats or large vessels equipped with high-powered floodlights to illuminate the water's surface, drawing squid upward. The light effectively encourages squid to swim toward the surface. At this point, fishermen use special fishing rods with artificial lures that mimic the appearance and color of natural prey to entice the squid to bite. Additionally, in some areas, fishermen also use trawl nets or squid lines to catch larger quantities, especially during the spawning season when squid gather in great numbers. The fishing process demands patience, keen observation, and quick reflexes, as squid are highly agile and can easily escape when they sense danger. Once caught, squid are kept chilled on board to maintain freshness, then brought ashore for consumption or processing. Squid fishing not only provides a stable income for many fishermen, but also contributes to the growth of the seafood industry and culinary tourism in Europe. However, squid fishing also faces many challenges and risks, particularly when operating at sea during nighttime. Harsh weather conditions in northern Europe and the Mediterranean, such as high waves, strong winds, and even storms, can threaten the lives and property of fishermen. Therefore, before each trip, fishermen must closely monitor weather forecasts and be fully equipped with safety gear such as life jackets, communication devices, and GPS trackers. Overfishing also poses a major threat to the sustainability of natural squid resources. Without proper management and sustainable harvesting practices, squid populations may decline significantly, affecting the long-term livelihoods of fishing communities. As a result, many European countries and organizations encourage the adoption of environmentally friendly fishing methods, restrictions on harvesting juvenile squid, and the establishment of seasonal no-fishing zones to allow squid to spawn and grow. Investment in post-harvest preservation technologies, such as freezing or drying, also helps increase the economic value of squid products and reduce post-catch losses. In summary, squid fishing is not only a traditional form of labor, but also an integral part of the culture and economic life of many coastal regions in Europe. It requires a combination of traditional know-how and modern science to achieve sustainable development. After being caught and preserved, squid goes through various processing stages to serve both domestic markets and export demands. Fresh squid is sorted at the port, then transported to processing plants where it is cleaned, gutted, and repeatedly washed with seawater or fresh water to remove impurities and fishy odors. Depending on consumption purposes, squid can be processed into different forms, such as packaged fresh squid, dried squid, shredded squid, steamed squid, marinated squid, or frozen squid for export. Each product must meet strict food safety and hygiene standards, especially for demanding markets like Japan, South Korea, or countries in the European Union. In addition, squid is widely used as an ingredient in many iconic European dishes, such as crispy fried squid, cheese-stuffed squid, squid in tomato sauce, or Mediterranean-style grilled squid. These dishes offer high nutritional value and contribute to the rich, appealing culinary culture. With its high protein content, low fat, and abundance of essential minerals, squid is increasingly favored by consumers. Overall, from fishing and processing to consumption, the squid industry not only provides a stable source of income for thousands of coastal workers, but also enhances the added value of the seafood sector, driving the growth of a modern and sustainable marine economy in Europe. Beyond its economic value, squid fishing is deeply intertwined with the cultural and spiritual life of coastal communities. In many fishing villages in regions such as Northern Europe or the Mediterranean, traditional festivals related to fishing are still held, such as ceremonies to pray for a successful season or rituals to express gratitude to the sea. Nighttime squid fishing is more than a means of livelihood. It is connected to the memories, emotions, and way of life of many generations of fishermen. The sound of boat engines at night, fishing lights reflecting on the sea and sky, and the cheers when squid are caught paint a vivid and emotional picture of life at sea. Notably, in recent years, community-based tourism has begun to incorporate nighttime squid fishing experiences, turning it into an attractive form of ecotourism that allows visitors to better understand marine labor and the lives of local fishermen. Therefore, squid fishing not only plays an important economic role, but also contributes to preserving and promoting maritime cultural identity, connecting the past with the present, and opening new directions for local economic development. In the context of climate change, marine pollution, and increasing exploitation pressure, maintaining and developing the squid fishing industry in a sustainable way, balancing economic benefits with resource conservation, has become an urgent task. This requires close cooperation between fishermen, government agencies, and marine conservation organizations to foster the effective and sustainable growth of the squid fishing industry. At the same time, the application of scientific and technological advances in production is becoming increasingly important. Today, many fishing vessels in Europe are equipped with satellite navigation systems, fish finders, seawater temperature sensors, and fishing ground forecasting software, helping fishermen accurately locate squid populations, save time and fuel, and boost catch volumes. Restructuring production into groups, cooperatives, or fishermen's alliances also helps connect small-scale fishers, share experience, support each other in facing challenges at sea, reduce natural disaster risks, and increase market competitiveness. Organizations within and outside Europe are also implementing numerous support projects for fishermen, such as training in safe fishing techniques, providing preferential loans for vessel upgrades, and building fishing ports and storm shelters. At the same time, efforts to enhance international cooperation in protecting marine resources are underway, such as establishing jointly managed fishing zones and implementing quota and seasonal-based catch control systems to preserve marine ecosystems and ensure long-term livelihoods for fishing communities. All of these efforts demonstrate that the squid fishing industry is evolving toward modernization and professionalization, while still preserving its traditional characteristics. In the future, with proper attention and investment, the squid fishing sector will not only remain a primary source of income for many coastal communities, but also become a model for sustainable marine economic development, one that integrates resource conservation with the preservation of European cultural heritage. Moreover, squid is not just an ordinary type of seafood. It is a symbol of the deep connection between humans and the ocean. Inspired by the image of its soft, flowing tentacles, coastal communities across Europe have created various forms of craftsmanship, paintings, folklore, and even songs and melodies that capture the sound of the sea. In culinary culture, squid is more than just a family meal. It has become an emblem of the ocean, featured in food festivals, fine dining restaurant menus, and local specialties throughout Europe, such as Italian-style grilled squid, Spanish fried squid, or Norwegian steamed squid. Each squid dish carries not only economic value, but also tells a story about the land, its people, and their journey through storms and rough seas. The presence of squid in daily life has helped shape a unique cultural identity for each coastal region, reflected in customs, traditions, livelihoods, and communal lifestyles. Therefore, protecting and developing the squid fishing industry is not merely about preserving a traditional occupation. It is about safeguarding the soul of maritime culture, fostering a harmonious and sustainable relationship between nature, people, and the economy. Looking ahead, if we can effectively integrate technology, ecological preservation, and cultural elements, the squid fishing industry will undoubtedly continue to thrive. It will play a vital role in the marine economic development strategies of coastal European communities while enriching their cultural and spiritual life.